Alright, just trying to fix a couple things and share a video on the Facebook page. And then I'm gonna start to play some games. So be patient for now. In today's video I'm planning to play... Okay, so looks like I can't share on the Facebook because it's still showing the old school Friday live stream. Never mind. Okay, so welcome to live stream. This is the Luxray item lock deck. So if you're not familiar with the Luxray card, it's a 150 HP card from the Ultra Prism with Intimidating Fang ability that can reduce damage for 30. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, your opponent's active Pokemon attacks does 30 damage less, which basically in translation means that even Tapu Koko with the damage spread won't be able to do anything on our bench. On the other side, with the Counter Energy, for example, we can use Bolt and snipe one of our opponent Pokemon for 150 damage counters, which is just pure madness. Really, it is. It has free retreat and unfortunately weakness on fighting, so it needs to be weak on something. As long as we have Memory Energy in play, which is a special energy card that can be attached to any Pokemon, that Pokemon can use, you know, attacks from previously evolved Pokemons. So with Luxray and Luxio, simply we can use Disconnect. And then we can hit for 30 and prevent our opponent from being able to play item cards. The good thing about Disconnect is the fact that we can add a couple Electropowers and increase the damage done for 30 more, or maybe even for 30 more with a Choice Band. And if our opponent Pokemon is a GX, we can even force him to get some damage counters with Shrine of Punishment between the turns. The good thing about this deck is also Shinx that can simply evolve after turn 1 if we go second, so that's a good thing. And pretty much for the setup I'm running one Oranguru and one Marshadow and 2 Tapu Lele-s. So yeah, that's from the Pokemon lineup. For item cards, I play multiple different item cards. For example, Counter Catcher, Counter Energy, Counter Gain. So all of those cards can significantly help to improve this deck. There's also a lot of ball cards like 3 NAS Ball, 3 Timer Ball, and 4 Ultra Ball cards for the mainly purpose for the setup. Also Thunder Mountain, and in addition to that 4 Cynthias, 2 Guzmas, 3 Lillie, 2 Volkners that can also be very powerful in this build, 2 Choice Bands and 10 energies, 4 Counter, 4 Memory, and 2 Lighting energies. And that's pretty much the deck list. Looking forward to play some games. All right, just a moment, please. Really want to power up my TV so I can have chat as well. Alright, so I didn't even notice that my microphone was muted and I was talking for a while. Wow, that was an epic fail. And actually, I managed to fix it right now, so yeah. Volkner. Yeah, I think Volkner is perfect here because with that Volkner, I'm actually gonna grab myself Counter Catcher because I have less cards available than my opponent and 1 Lighting Energy for next turn. Okay, counterplay and a Volt Bolt for the knockout versus that Blaziken on the bench. Yeah. Alright. So my mic was muted and I didn't even notice that. And I was talking, and then I just watched a little bit closer to my microphone, and I noticed that the mute button is blinking, and I was like, oh damn. So again, I managed to mute my microphone, didn't even noticing that. All right, now we are back in action. So 3 prize cards for me, 4 for my opponent. I'm definitely in much better position right now than he is, because next turn I can start to, you know, just use my memory, energy, and disconnect him. Psy can go for just 30 because I have that Intimidating Fang ability, which is a nice one. And even better, next turn, adding 1 energy, I can snipe him again on the bench. So that's just insanely powerful. I'm looking definitely for the Rescue Stretcher so I can recycle back those Shinx and put them back in play. It will be very difficult for me to set up. Luckily for my opponent, he had Switch, so he was able to retreat. Not something I was... Ooh, what a nice top deck. Hoping for to see. So, shuffle back immediately 3 Shinx, and... I'm not gonna go with a counter gain for now. It makes no sense because I already have my Thunder Mountain in play. What really makes sense is that Electropower. And yeah, I don't have Pokemon, so I can't unfortunately set another Shinx on the bench, but at least I can hit for 60. So finding another Electropower next turn will allow me to go for the knockout versus Oranguru, which is very important. And meanwhile, without rare candies, I was gonna say my opponent won't be able to evolve, but he managed somehow to find that Blaziken through the evolution chamber. Yeah, definitely item lock is very, very powerful. Without being able to play item cards, your opponent is just not in a good position. So right now I actually have option to grab last Electropower if I have it, and also took 1 energy card, which I'm definitely gonna do. And there we go. I don't know if he can somehow potentially knock me out. I just don't know. But I'm looking forward to disconnect him for sure. I think Blaziken can't simply find enough resources right now to knock me out. I just don't see it happening. And next turn I can Volt Bolt, hit for 150. Meanwhile I can put my Tapu Lele on the bench, trying to get that Cynthia for basically... Actually I have 2 options available. The first one is just to go for the knockout versus one of his benched Pokemons, for example. Alright, I definitely need that Cynthia. Yeah, I saw about problem with those double cores energies, people complaining about wanting Double Course Energy, well, in standard format makes no sense to ban energy, but in expanded format, I don't know. But still, it's just an energy card, so yeah, I mean, but it's just too broken in my opinion anyways. What are we gonna do next? Should I go and try to snipe him on the bench for 150, or should I just maybe... Still, he can't knock me out, so I can have some time for proper setup. I think I'm just gonna knock that Oranguru on the bench anyways. And the good thing is that I'm just paying one energy card anyways to be discarded, because memory energy is just, you know, colorless energy type, so it does not provide, you know, lighting energy. But you can still attack, you know, with it without needing to basically discard it, so that's a good thing. It says that you need to discard all lighting energy cards, and again, Thunder Mindline says that the attacks of lighting Pokemons, both your opponent cost one lighting energy less, not the one colorless energy less. That's a very important thing, you know. Just because in that case, with the counter gain, you can just attack for a single lighting energy card with the Bolt and Stadium in play and hit for 150 if you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, which is just pure madness in my opinion. Really, it is. Yeah, me neither. I just don't think they're gonna ban energy anyways. Okay, so this is a little bit tricky right now. Really, it is. So I need to find another energy card, but the problem is that I don't have another energy card left. So this actually scares me a little bit. I can try to disconnect my opponent. Literally the only thing I can do, because I don't have any lighting energy left. I think I should add a couple more lighting energies for sure in this build. I actually need them. Yeah, again, this provides just the colorless energy, so we can't do too much. Just to disconnect. And the big problem is they only have 7 cards remaining, and I need to find a way somehow to knock either way Cubone or Marowak from play. Yeah, it looks scary for sure, but hopefully somehow I will manage to respond and knock my opponent Pokemon on the bench. Meanwhile, I can put another Luxray in play and just pass my turn without attaching anything. So I played 4 Cynthias, meaning that I don't have option to recycle my resources. It's definitely not good. I can buy some turns by playing Rescue Stretcher, which I'm definitely looking forward to do, and he decided to switch and hit with the slash, and he actually decided to play Lillie, so probably my opponent will run out of the resources before I manage to run out of the resources. Anyways, so just a slash. What we can do in addition to that, for example, play that energy card and disconnect, literally only available option. So I'm not gonna be able to play Counter Energy until the end of the game. Literally the best thing I can do. Actually, he decided to do that. I can just try to disconnect. Only 1 prize for him, so that's insane. Yeah, if he have Guzma available, then he's gonna win this game. Probably he have it. So I'm just trying to find maybe a way to respond and win somehow. Shrine of Punishment, I discarded 1, so I still have 1. Yeah, disconnect is the way to go. Maybe he won't be able to find Guzma. He have it. Okay, so yeah, I lost the game because I didn't have another single lighting energy card, you know, so actually it needs more than just 2 of them. Alright, so it was a good game for sure. At least I know that I actually need more lighting energy cards. So in the original list I played much more of them, and I even think about moving those Shrine of Punishment completely from deck. Actually gonna go with just 1 counter gain for now. So, what I can expect from another game? I'm definitely gonna start second. Alright, by going second, I think I can set up properly and nice here with Nazball and Timer Ball combo. I also have Volkner as well. So for me, the most important part in this game to win this game is to set up as fast as possible my Luxray in play, so my opponent won't be able to spread the damage with the fly flip. And after that, even if he plays Shining Lugia, it's not going to be a big deal because I can hit with the single Electropower for 120 and also prevent him from being able to play item cards. And yeah, the truth is that in this damage spread matchup, I'm not going to need my Shrine of Punishment anyways. And this spell tag might be a problem. Might not be a problem because he's probably gonna be able just to attach a single spell tag anyways. After the item lock, he won't be able to play it anymore. So 2 Lilies in discard pile, only 1 energy, Acrobike. If my opponent knows what Luxio is capable to do, he's definitely gonna try to play as many item cards as he can. Alright, Larvitar on the bench. Well, actually this bad boy is broken. This is his opportunity to do something in this matchup. It all depends how many heads I can get on the coin flip. Not a single one. Well, that is actually not good. I can go with a Volkner, but I think I'm just gonna go with a Cynthia. If I miss my item lock turn 1, that's not gonna be good, but luckily I managed to get it. And the good thing is that I can play my Ultra Ball here and grab something like Oranguru, but I'm gonna go with my Marshadow for now. I think my opponent have too many cards in his hand, so it's definitely a good way to at least put him down to 4. Well, nice, definitely. Disconnect can be very useful because I can knock him out, item lock him, and also take a prize card and basically prevent him from being able to play item cards. So without energy card or Melamar, my opponent won't be able to attack. And the truth is that the good thing is that he decided to target my Shinx instead of the Luxio in the active position with that spell tag, so not gonna complain for sure. Rescue Stretcher, which is a very nice price card because probably with a double core synergy my Shinx will be knocked out anyways, and the good thing is that I can just put him on the bench immediately, and I can also put in play that Tapu Lele, which I'm definitely gonna do. And something tells me that I actually should not play those Shrine of Punishments because I'm playing also my Tapu Lele as well. So that explains a lot of things. What also explains a lot of things here, one, Cynthia into the Rescue Stretcher for another Shinx. And this is a Memory Energy. Alright. Counter gain. Sure, why not? Cynthia. Okie dokie. Just gonna grab another Shinx. I only need one heads on the coin flip. That's exactly what I was looking for. Don't need more than one. And kaboom. There's a Thunder Mountain, so I can use my Volt Bolt and I can knock my opponent Tapu Koko out for just one energy card, which is a broken thing. There we go. All right, so what's gonna happen next? I mean, Volt Bolt with one energy card and Thunder Mountain and you're hitting for 150. That's insane. That's just insane. I mean, literally your opponent is doomed because you're hitting for 150 anywhere where you like, sniping his bench, which is just insane. Okay, in this situation at least, again, I don't have energy, so again, I can't attack, and again, I have just way too many counter energies. I'm thinking maybe even removing those 4 counter energies, trying to balance this deck somehow, maybe to play just 3 of them, and maybe adding even one more basic lighting energy, because this is a very broken combo as long as you have Thunder Mountain. But the problem's starting when your opponent managed to scrap Thunder Mountain from play. So that's where the problem starts, you know. I still don't know why I can't share my video on the Facebook page. It just won't allow me to share it. Alright, so there's Giratina and one Psychic Recharge. Alright, so here we see some mystery treasure play. He's definitely taking advantage, being able to basically, you know, use item cards for just like a turn, which is a good thing for him. The bad thing definitely is the fact that he has Giratina in active spot. And the good thing for me is that as long as I have memory energy, I can start to disconnect him again. So at least something, I guess, right? Alright, I really can't complain with the top deck. It is Oranguru. And at least I can try to instruct for one. Another Counter Energy. Okay, once I took 2 knockouts, I can start to use my Counter Energies, but right now is just not the perfect time for them. Really, it's not. Yeah, right now in Europe is 10 p.m. so it's not that late. You know, I'm not sure how much time is how much time. Oh, whatever it should be. Oh, thanks for the donation. You're truly a friend. I'm not sure what time is right now in the United States or in Canada or Australia. I will assume that it's probably around maybe. I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 p.m. Something like that. Alright, so that's the first possible nightmare for me. I have 4 counter energies and I don't have option to retreat. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely need to tweak more cards inside of this deck. And I also don't know why my subscribe goal, donation goal, not working. I probably didn't do something well. Yeah, it just so it's 4 p.m. Okay, so 6 hours difference between Europe and United States. Okay, so he managed to somehow remove my Thunder Mountain from play. And we're gonna see another round of the fly flip, so I'm gonna lose 2 Pokemons, meaning that right now I can start to use my Counter Energy cards. And also Tapu Lele took 10 damage counters. And I managed to somehow top deck Volkner. Alright. What do we have here? Lightning Energy for sure, and something else. And something else. For example, that Counter Catcher play won't be bad at all. I want to knock that Larvitar out because he is a huge threat for me, so I'm gonna Psychic my opponent for 100, take a prize card, which is an Ultra Ball. Yeah, really not sure why my donation and subscribe goal not showing the process. Really not sure. But anyways, let's just focus on the game. We're gonna see another fly flip here. And for me, the most important thing is somehow to get that Luxray in play. Because we both have 3 prize cards. Unfortunately, I won't be able to play Guzma and knock this Giratina out. However, I can try to maybe buy some time catching one of those Melamars with the Guzma and another Tapu Lele next turn, which definitely opens a lot of possibilities for my opponent. And there's another spell tag. And there's a lot of damage counters in play, so he probably wants to end this game with the magical swap, trying to knock both Luxio and Luxray from play. Is it possible? 120, 160, 210? It's not. It's not actually. But he definitely trying to focus my Luxray on the bench. He really wants to knock him out. Which maybe puts me in a comfortable position because I'm not going to have a single damage counter on my Tapu Lele. And Guzma opens actually chance for Snipe on that Giratina. But what should I do after that? It's a good question. Okay, that's it. Nice. Guzma is a top deck. So I guess I just need my Luxray and then I can play my Counter Energy, Guzma on something like his Melamar, for example. Get maybe even more Pokemons for setup, or maybe not. And I can use Volt Bolt, and I can definitely eliminate that Giratina from play, hitting for like 150 and taking 4 damage counters. So it just depends where those damage counters are gonna go. On my active Luxray, of course. Alright, so down to 2 prize cards. Very equal game. I only played 1 Electropower, so if I can find maybe a couple more of them, I can maybe try to win this game even. Maybe I can even try to win this game, who knows. The good thing is that the Tapu Lele, the Tapu Koko can't spread damage as long as my Luxray is in the active position, so that's a very important thing to know. Maybe my opponent don't know about that. And maybe he just made a mistake. Alright, there's Giratina. Another one. I think I don't have any more Counter Energy cards left. No, I don't. And he put another Giratina in play. And all he really needs is just to play Tapu Lele for the damage swap onto my Tapu Lele. And then after that, Shrine of Punishment will just do the job. Okay, learning from mistakes is the best way to improve your strategy and the deck. Alright, so what about 4 energy cards, 4 memory energy, 4 counter energies? I can still keep those counter energies in play, why not? And what else we have from stadium cards? Actually, Field Blower is not bad, and Enhanced Hammer is not bad option to have. Okay, just thinking. Thunder Mountain, 1 counter gain. Now let's just go with 2 counter gains actually for now. So I just added another energy card inside. We'll see. Maybe I will have much more luck right now. Okay, I think I accidentally clicked that I want to start first. Okay, there's one Shinx, which is always a good sign. Nazball, Ultra Ball, Choice Band, Counter Catcher, and Counter Energy. And Marshadow on the other side. I think how Lillie turned 1 for 7 is very delicious. Still I can get that Marshadow. And still I can just put my opponent down to only 4 cards. So there's a possibility of going with Marshadow. Or maybe not. So for now I'm just gonna pass this turn. Ugh. Could be even worse. As expected, Melamar deck with Marshadow. And there's a Lillie for 5. Okay, interesting decision. He decided to retreat on the Inkay, which will give me the opportunity for the knockout with my disconnect, because I have Electropower available in my hand. And more than that, actually I can't ask for more than that. Marshadow is 150 HP, so I can one-hit knock him out anyways with my Luxray next turn, just attaching another energy for that Volt Bolt. But in addition to that, I'm also gonna need, for example, more than just energy. I'm also gonna need my Thunder Mountain. Or I can just retreat, keep him on the bench, save for later, and disconnect for 30. And that's it. So I have a couple options available. What is this? This is a Chimcho with a Bell of Silence, which says that your opponent can't play any Pokemon that has an ability from their hand during their next turn, which might be very disruptive because my Luxray actually has Intimidating Fang ability. Oh boy, I can't even put my Shinx on the bench. Well, that's not looking good, but at least we can disconnect. Alright, I didn't expect that. And that's just a nice counter play against my deck. But again, without Malamar and energy in a discard pile, my opponent simply can't knock me out. He don't even have, you know, Pokemon that can be used with that Shadow Hunt anyways. I'm gonna go with Memory Energy attachment and with one counter gameplay. And more than that with another disconnect. Okay, he definitely did a good job. I mean, even next turn Marshadow can hit for like 20 because of the weakness with that Bell of Silence, you know. And if he can somehow find a way to put Pokemon in a discard pile, that can be a huge advantage for my opponent. But unfortunately, there's no way that he can play Ultra Ball to discard maybe Giratina or maybe any other Pokemon in a discard pile, which is a big advantage for me at this moment. He can't even search for them. And there's a Necrozma GX with the Black Ray, Prismatic Burst, Lighting Out, and there's another Bell of Silence, so he hits me again. And finally, I managed somehow to knock him out by another disconnect play. There we go, and there's a Nazball this time. So, will we see another Bell of Silence? Probably we will see another Bell of Silence, but this time for 20. And there's another Lillie play for my opponent as well. But at least even disconnect can be a little bit improved for now. I can hit for like 60. And something tells me that I should go with another Nazball for another Luxio. Actually, it's not Luxio, but it's a Shinx. So, he didn't attack this turn. Which actually confuses me a little bit. Well, when that's the case, I'm just gonna play as many cards as I can from my hand. Again, did a tiny mistake here, but never mind. I can use my disconnect once again. Maybe he was waiting for... I don't know why he didn't use Bell of Silence. Did I miss something out? This Pokemon can use the attacks of any basic Pokemon in your discard pile. You still need to have a necessary energy in your on the Marshadow attached. So yeah, he could just swing for 20 with that Bell of Silence, and I would be able to put my Luxray in play. Not sure why he didn't do that. Maybe he just wanted me to play those energies and Luxray from my hand so he can knock him rather out than just my Luxio. Maybe that was the play for my opponent. I don't know. Maybe that was a play. I don't know. Bell of Silence for nothing this time. You know, unfortunately, it's for nothing. Okay, at least I can evolve. I can play my Timer Ball. Alright, but at least I get one card from my hand. Out in the discard pile. Another Luxio. Right now I'm in a very comfortable position. I can swing one more time with the disconnect for 60. The truth is, I could maybe even find an knockout with the Electropower if I wanted to waste my Nazball and Ultra Ball. But better decide to keep those resources in my hand. Maybe I'm gonna need them for the next turn. We never know what can happen. Okay, he decided to place Guzma. What I can take with the Volkner? I think not too much. Energy, for example, and I need switch. I need that one switch just because of situations like this. You know, just because of the situation like this. All right. Ultra Ball for another Luxray. So he needs to be placed somewhere, I guess. Very, very, very tough decision. Really it was. And again, the problem for my opponent is that he simply don't have Pokemons in the discard pile, so he can try to use that Marshadow as advantage, so he can attack with them. This game should be over for my opponent, just because I can snipe for 150 on the bench with the Volt Bolt and one hit knock at that Marshadow. So really don't see how he can get back. Still he can, but it's not going to be easy for him for sure. And this Oranguru staying for maybe 2 turns, maybe 3 turns in active position. I have Ultra Ball available, you know, for that. Yeah, definitely Ultra Ball play. I mean, I have 2 Guzmas left, so maybe I can get one. Exactly what I was looking for. So, Guzma onto the Melamar. So unfortunately, I can't swing for nothing less but the disconnect. I couldn't even play my Luxray from my hand, so I'm just scared maybe to see another Guzma play, as expected. I still have like 1 more left, so it's okay. Alright, so managed to get that Counter Energy in play. So Switch is also a card that is required in this deck. Really it is. Really it's necessary. And right now we're going to see that Deoxys. So right now he might just decide to go with the Power Blast. But if I am my opponent, I would probably just go with the deck out strategy here. Personally, I would. But will he? I don't know. We shall see. I mean, yeah, the truth is it's really hard to deck out because I still have like 2 Cynthias. I also have like okay, so Jose Ram just subscribed. Thanks a lot for subscribe. I really appreciate that. So basically what I'm gonna do here is I still can't use my disconnect. So the only thing I can do, I can retreat for free, obviously. And I can add 1 Counter Energy here. I can play my Cynthia because I'm searching for that stadium card for next turn if it will be necessary, but it won't be. And then I can Volt Bolt my opponent Marshadow on the bench for 150. And because I have Guzma available, I'm just safe because I can hit for 30 this Marshadow in the active position, even if he decides to retreat on the bench. So yeah, finally, first win on today's live stream is here. Finally. We're probably gonna see a retreat, knockout with Necrozma for 190 with that prismatic burst. And there's also Giratina manually placed from hand, not from the discard pile. So any damage can't be moved around the board. However, he is hitting -30, so prismatic burst can go for like 160, but still enough for the knockout, you know. Still enough for the knockout. And I don't even need to swing on the bench. I can just play my Electropower and use the Volt Bolt in order to one-hit knock on my opponent Necrozma for 180. And there we go. That's the knockout, and Thunder Mountain was actually prized. All right, not bad. Finally, first victory today. Gonna try to add one switch somehow, but just I don't know what to remove from this deck, you know, because it's already very limited by the resources. I didn't find counter gain so much useful, so I think I'm just gonna remove one for switch. And that's just fine in my opinion. Again, this is the deck list, so going on to the game number 4. Alright, so there's just a Shinx, a Nazball, a Volkner. So Volkner can be an Ultra Ball play, you know, so it's not that bad. Ooh, nasty. Gonna play against Buzzball. Alright, so I'm already knocked out, and I need to just try somehow to build up strategy. We all know what's the strategy gonna be, and what's the strategy gonna looks like. Volkner for nothing less but the Ultra Ball play, and a Lighting Energy. So I really want to put my opponent on lowest amount of the cards that I can. Taking a big risk here with this Marshadow play. I could even play my Cynthia, right? But in that case, I might not be able to hit a Ultra Ball. So I didn't really want to risk. Alright, Guzma play, Jet Punch, knockout. So if I can survive this turn, that's gonna be very important. Just because there's the Ansi. Okay, so I can scoop this game. This game is over. I always misclick that who's gonna start first or second. I always need to go second. I don't know why I just click that I'm starting first, because I should go second. But never mind. Let's try to be more focused on the game. Come on, start first. Don't let me go first. Don't let me go first. I really want to disconnect turn 1. Okay, there we go. That's the type of the hand you really want to start with. This looks pretty good. Not gonna put my Oranguru on the bench. I just don't know if my opponent can maybe go with the Guzma. So I just don't want to see that. Obviously, this is not a top tier deck, so it's you can't expect from this deck, you know, to be a top tier deck when it's not a top tier deck. But you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. You can definitely catch your opponent on the wrong foot. You know, you can definitely surprise a lot of players, especially new players that just are not familiar with all of the cards from the current format. You know, you can definitely surprise players who don't have a huge knowledge of the game, who are new in the game, with this type of the build. But you can also even surprise some players that are actually in a long in play and in game, just because this deck is very powerful once you manage to set up properly. Okay, so we're gonna play one Ultra Ball, and that Ultra Ball will be just first to see what we have. So there is a Thunder Mountain. Okay, one Shinx, meaning that one is prized. So I'm searching for one Electropower in order to take a knockout there, but unfortunately it won't happen. Luckily for my opponent, he will survive this turn somehow. So one Tapu Lele is prized as well. One Rescue Stretcher is here. So did I play the Timer Ball? No, I didn't. So also one Timer Ball is prized. A Choice Band and one Lighting Energy. All right, let's disconnect for 30. So far so good. Probably I surprised him with that disconnect play, but he is well prepared with Sea Drain in his hand. And there's a Guzma as well on my Oranguru. Once again, this time I have switched. This time I'm prepared actually to find a chance to switch somehow, I hope. And again, Water Arrow can go for like 30 to one of your opponent Pokemon in play. It can even be... Oh, so he didn't have... energy card, looks like. What a top deck. This is just not fair in my opinion. You're looking for one card, and that one card needs to be either way Guzma or Switch, and you just play Instruct for one and you top deck Switch. That's a golden moment, you know. That's hilarious. This is why I love to play those type of decks. When you have deck like Neganandel and Blacephalon, where you have like 16 energies, where you have like 4 copies of Beast Rings and stuff like that, you know, you always know what you can expect from deck like that, you know. So it's not that good in my opinion. It's not an enjoyable moment like this one, for example. So there we go with another Nazball, unfortunately for nothing, but at least I can get rid out of the one card from my hand, so I have greater chance to draw something good with my Lillie. So I can evolve, but then I can't use my disconnect. So we'll just keep going on with disconnect for 30. All right, still no sign of the memory energy. Something tells me I should put my Tapu Lele on the bench and play that Cynthia. Something also tells me that I'm just drawing too many counter energies and there's just no way that I can do anything with them. Again, disconnecting my opponent for 30. Taking a memory energy, finally something good. Finally something that I need. Alright, so Eevee and Ninetales, but it's my turn. And what do we have here? We have one Electropower, but more than that, we also have Luxray featuring that memory energy. And for the next turn, I can prepare myself with the Volkner and getting also that extra Electropower in place, so I can surprise my opponent and basically knock his Ninetales out for 210. So there we go. There's a timer ball, which is exactly what I was hoping for and looking for. So I can set another Luxray in play. And we might see right now that Ninetales play. You know, but since he already have 3 damage counters, best bet for my opponent is maybe to use Ice Pet, because I'm already hitting for like 180 with my Volt Bolt. Yeah, the truth is I still need to have energy card available. Well, yes, that's for sure. But luckily I have one because I played at Volkner. And finally deck started to work as it should. No, he decided to Ice Blade my Luxray on the bench instead of the Shinx. I would rather go for that one-hit knockout against Shinx. But okay. Alright, so just calculation. 30 plus 180 should be enough. Alright, I can throw out my Nazball, and I can also play Lillie. There we go, another Timer Ball just for the next turn. We're gonna use that Volt Bolt and hit for the knockout this Ninetales for 180. Again, Tapu Lele and Lighting Energy. Alright. Oh, there's a Glaceon. There's a Glaceon and a Nazball. So what do I really need here? I need Stadium and Guzma play. Is it possible to get both of these cards? Well, if at least one of those cards will be on the top deck, then the answer is yes. But right now, if he finds a way to knock my Pokemon somehow from play, so I can put that Marshadow as well. Do I even have Stadium? Yes, I have. And I also have Guzma. So I could even end the game. How many Electropowers? 2 of them. Is it worth to gamble? We can try. We can really try to get that last Electropower in play. The reason why I'm going with the Let Loose is just because I can draw 4 cards and then I have greater chance maybe to pull, for example, another supporter card. Actually, I can even get Stadium Guzma play. Or maybe not. Very close, but not enough. Okay, so hitting for 90. Hitting for 90. That was a very close, but still not enough. And actually, I waste so many resources right now. Really, I waste a lot of resources. Really, I did. So that was a 70, and I have finally Stadium in play, which means that I can attack for just 1 energy and use my Volt Bolt. And I'm actually going to do that. I just want to be 100% sure that I can, you know, win the game with the Guzma and just by a single disconnect. Otherwise, I might find myself in a position even to lose this game. And I just don't want to take risk, you know. It's not worth it in my opinion. If he can knock me out, which obviously he can with that GX attack. Oh, actually he can't because he's missing 1 energy card. Alright, then I guess the game is over. Still, I need to find that last Lighting Energy card laying somewhere in my deck. Or maybe Guzma. All right, there we go. So this was, I think, second victory in a row, so not bad at all. Moving on to another game. So finally deck started to work. Finally it's working as it should. No one is talking. I'm just wondering, what do you guys think about this deck? Do you like it or not? And again, I was looking on my phone, so I don't know if I picked to go first or second. Alright, so I picked to go second. Actually first. Not a second, so one memory energy, why not? And one Cynthia. Okay, gonna pass my turn. So Jose says that he really likes this deck. Yeah, the idea is very unique. I'm not sure if anybody so far tried to play it with the Lost Thunder cards. I really enjoy playing this deck. It is a very nice deck. So this is gonna be an interesting matchup. Stack Attacker with the Ultra Ball versus my intimidating Luxray. Definitely gonna be an interesting matchup. And I'm risking a lot by adding another energy to my Shinx. At least I have 2 timer balls. 2 tails. Alright, don't tell me I'm gonna flip 2 more tails because the game is over. Alright, at least 1 heads, so that is something. And I can go with my disconnect. Yeah, Divine Paper will just knocks me out. It is just ridiculous how powerful this is. And I'm gonna have 6 prize cards forever, literally. Whew, I'm gonna need Miracle as a top deck. Another memory energy. Not too much I can do. Just disconnect my opponent for 10, pass my turn, and literally do nothing because I can't do nothing, you know. This Kartana actually surprised me. Yeah, I couldn't do anything. So, hello TGX production. Another 110 knockout. And right now, if the top deck is not supporter card, but it is, alright, I guess I can still somehow do something. Maybe another disconnect for 10. Maybe not. Maybe it's not even worth try to win, because this Kartana actually destroys me a lot. Oh, so you're playing this Kartana deck. That's insane. Okay, so literally nothing I was able to do in this matchup. This Kartana actually surprised me a lot. You know, 6 prize cards, I couldn't go down to 3. I didn't even have option to maybe play Guzma on the stack attack on the bench. So I can maybe buy some time in order to set up. And at least this time I decided to go second, not the first, so that's a good thing. Alright. And that's a very nice opening hand. I have Thunder Mountain, which means that I can attack for free with my Actually, I can't attack for free with my disconnect because it says 1 lighting energy less and this says 1 chorus energy. Okay. What a hand. What I like the most when I can one-hit knock out my opponent Vulpix at the turn 1. That's what I like the most. I would love to see impression on my opponent's face when he took the knockout. And looks like that's just gonna be 1 disconnect. And again, I'm 100% sure that he won't be able to knock me out. Maybe he can if he play double course energy Naganandel, then that's possible. But right now I know that he don't have it, so yeah, I'm pretty fine for now. There's another Electropower, and I can go with my Cynthia. Ultra Ball for Choice Band and Counter Catcher in this case. So I can grab that Marshadow. I'm still looking for that energy card. That needs to be a lighting. Oh, what the heck. Okay, so the next thing I can do, I can play that Ultra Ball, get my Oranguru in play Instruct for 2, hope to get maybe a Luxio, Shinx, Energy, anything. Alright, at least I have Nazball, so that's at least something. And disconnect for 30. Well, the good thing is that Naganandel can swing for 80, but since I have that Intimidating Fang ability, I can reduce the damage done to my Luxray for like 30. And it's gonna take a while until my opponent managed to, you know, knocks my Luxray out. I think Lillie is a much better option. Still, I'm wondering where are my energies. They're probably hidden somewhere. And I need only 1 of them. So, will I be able to get 1 energy card and play with that Instruct? Let's see. I'm gonna put another Shinx in play. Oh, did I already? Oh, yeah. I already used my Instruct. Alright, never mind. So this is the Quagsire Naganandel deck. I didn't even try to speak about this deck. So wash out. As often as you like in your turn, you might move a water energy card from one of your benched Pokemon to your active Pokemon, meaning that you can simply move energies from one to other Pokemon in play. Pretty cool deck idea. And I think I should probably also cover that deck in the future for sure as well. I still didn't do it, so what's gonna be the top deck? At least top deck is good. Alright, Instruct. I'm just hoping for that 1 energy card. That's literally all I need. There we go. There's a Volkner. So I can get 1 energy and, for example, a Timer Ball. I'm hitting for like 150, so that's okay. With Timer Ball, I can maybe get 1 more Luxio in play. So swinging definitely hard here, you know, hitting for like 150, knocking out my opponent Naganandel, And since this Naganandel has actually 90 HP, the only thing I need next turn is just the Electropower energy card, which is not that hard to get, you know. And it's even questionable if he will be able to knock my Luxray out. So that's a very good question as well. And there's the sights here, so he really wants to discard one more water energy in a discard pile. Okay, as expected. So he strike for the knockout. And I took a Rescue Stretcher as a top deck. For now, I'm just gonna grab that Luxray and put him in play. Okay. What do we need here? Cynthia. Alright. And I don't have Volkner, so I can't get that energy card, unfortunately. Neither Counter Energy can be used right now, so Volkner would be perfect here because that would be a knockout scenario, but quack, quack, quack. Still, Instruct for 1 is better than Instruct for 0, right? Let's see, maybe we can find at least one piece of puzzle. Not the Counter Energy again. Well, that's a jackpot. It was a little bit risky, but it definitely worked. Alright, that was a very, very, very risky play. From 1 to 10, it was a 10 out of 10. But I got lucky, and there's a Volkner for the next turn, so I can just go for the knockout as long as my stadium stays in play. If my opponent, meanwhile, maybe won't knock me out with the Quagsire. So for now, he can go for 120, minus 30, 90. Maybe some sort of miracle can still be played, like a Counter Energy, for example, and maybe Professor Kukui. I wouldn't be surprised, you know, but probably that's just not gonna happen. Probably I'm just talking too much. There's a Cynthia. Okay, so he actually decided to run on the bench. And what I can do in this situation, I can go with the Volkner. I can try to get that Lighting Energy and Electropower. So I can snipe that Quagsire out. What about just using that Electropower and rather hitting right now with Disconnect for the knockout? Maybe... Oh yeah, I didn't even have a Stadium card in play, so I wouldn't even be able to snipe that Quagsire on the bench anyways. How many Electropowers did I use? All 4. So I don't have a single Electropower left. And it turns out to be that Volkner is a very, very strong card in this build. It's a very important card in this build. It helped me to get that energy Electropower when I need it. So maybe even playing more Volkners wouldn't be that bad. Maybe even considering trying to build this deck around 4 Volkners wouldn't be that bad as well, you know, so... There we go, there's a Ninetales with the B-String and the Aqua Patch, but again, this Ninetales can't do too much, unfortunately. I think I'm just gonna go with the disconnect for now. He won't be able to play that Aqua Patch anyways. Maybe just 2 energies somehow can be put in play, but that will be it, you know. So he can swing for like 160 with the Ninetales, which is not even close for the Nugget because I have Intimidating Fang ability that can reduce the damage for like 30. And that's exactly what I was looking for. So there is one more lighting energy that I have. Another disconnect, and next turn, that's a GG because I can Volt Bolt for like 150. But can he surprise me with that Hydro Pump? I don't know. 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160 if he attached 1 energy from his hand. So that's just 160. It's not enough, unfortunately. Even if he tries to retreat, it doesn't matter too much, you know. Yeah, the best thing he can do, swing for 160 at the best. Well, Kukui maybe for 180, and that's actually just the Ice Blade. And only 20 to my Lele because of the ability on my Luxray. So I can swing for the knockout, for the last 2 prize cards on the bench, and take the victory. So when I improved this deck a little bit by deck testing, it worked much better. Just going quickly through my opponent deck list, trying to figure out what he was playing in this deck. Oh, you're thinking adding Poison Barb in this deck would be nice. Well, maybe it could be nice, you know. Maybe it won't be that bad, especially because if opponent tried to attack that we can poison him. But Poison Barb would definitely be much more better and much more interesting to watch, especially with Shrine of Punishment in play. So in order to play Poison Barb, I think I should then just go with maybe 2 Poison Barbs and 2 copies of Shrine of Punishments at least. I didn't find out this counter gain to be very useful, you know. I simply didn't. So we have a new follower on Twitch probably, SBENN03. Thank you for following. Maybe even on the YouTube, not sure because this subscribe goal is not working, so I'm not sure. But definitely thanks for the following, I really appreciate that. You know, the goal is to get at least 30 subscribers on my Twitch channel. So if you guys watching on YouTube, please if you can just check my video description and click follow on my Twitch account, I would really appreciate that. And again, while I was talking, I'm not sure if I decided to go first or second again. Damn it, I'm just talking too much. I think I should stop talking that much and focus much on the game. Okay, luckily I'm starting second, so that's good. I think this deck is actually very favorable against Bucephalo Naganandel deck. I just don't see how I could lose against this deck, but it's unfortunately not Bucephalo deck. Maybe it is. Search your deck for up to 4 energy cards you want to put in your hand. There we go, 4 energy cards already. And the truth is, I'm very tired, to be honest, because I was on the job earlier this morning. I worked. I got home at about 3 p.m. and I wake up at 5 a.m. So right now it's like 11 p.m. So it's a little bit late. It's especially hard to focus on the game because English is not my native language, and when you need to speak on non-native language, sometimes it can be tricky because sometimes you're just thinking on your native language and you're speaking on the foreign language, and you know, it can be complicating sometimes. But anyways, there's a Kiavi. I'm not sure where the energies are gonna go on the Tapu Lele. Okay. Oh, what a nice top deck. Electropower. If I don't find basic Pokemon, the game unfortunately will be over. But luckily I managed to get one. And more than that, I need to put another Luxio in play. And I'm disconnecting only for 60, which is not even enough for the knockout. I don't even know how many subscribers I have on my Twitch account because I'm not streaming too much. I'm using Restream, so the main platform for me definitely is YouTube because I'm uploading videos on my YouTube channel. I'm not a big Twitch fan, but I find out that you can also restream from YouTube to Twitch, which is a very useful thing because then I can live stream on both platforms at the same time, which is a pretty cool thing. And again, maybe better option would be that Ultra Ball for maybe Marshadow or maybe just Oranguru or Tapu Lele instead of the Luxio. But I just wanted to have that Luxray because Tapu Lele would be able to knock him out anyways, and maybe I can buy maybe one turn to set up, maybe not. Top deck, another Luxray. And I can't even use my Volt Bolt. And that's where the problem starts. So 80, 100, 120. Okay, like 120. Oh, I actually forget about one card. I actually forget about that 4 colorless energy card. Oh, I don't know what's the name of the card right now. I can't simply remember the name of the card. That says that when you have 3 stage 2 Pokemons in play, that energy provides any type of 4 energy cards. If somebody knows the name of the card, please write it in the comments below. And there's the energy switch, so that's like 140, but still he can knock me out. I have an intimidating Fang ability, so he needs much more energies than just, you know, 5 energies and Triple boost. Yeah, it's a boost energy, but I'm not sure what's the name of that card. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you as well. Merry Christmas to all of you guys. I think it's not a boost energy. It's not a boost energy. Boost energy was printed, and the boost energy was printed in the EXDXC or something like that. This is not the boost energy. Actually, I have my Lost March deck. Okay, so I have my Lost March deck in front of me. So let me just go quickly through him so I can find that energy inside of it. It's a Super Boost energy. Yeah, so Super Boost energy card. I actually need to find a space to tag that card inside of the deck as well. Super Boost energy, way to go, because it provides a lot of energies. Wow, look at that Turtonator. It's a Dragon Turtonator. Yeah, people try to build different type of the decks, you know. For example, this one that my opponent plays with Turtonators. Very unique idea. It says discard any number of fire energies attached to this Pokemon. This attack does 50 damage times the energies you discard in that way. Oh, what a nice top deck. Volkner Energy. I can definitely go with the energy card, but I need, if I go with the Electropower, do I have Oranguru? Unfortunately, I don't. So what can save me in this case? Choice Band, obviously, for the knockout. But if he have energy card, the game is over. Which basically means that I can potentially risk. What if I get Counter Catcher play? Because he can't play Guzma anyways. Sure, retreat cost. Not gonna be super easy to retreat, that's for sure. And meanwhile, I can Volt Bolt. And I need to take a price card, so... Such a tough decision. I need a price card because timer ball, not a timer ball. Okay. There's another pipe hole. I mean, I didn't have another option available than just try to maybe buy some time on this way, but there's a Zinnia which says that you can attach up to 2 basic energy cards from your hand to one of your Pokemon in play. And if there's another energy card, then obviously my Luxray will be knocked out. There's a charging up. Oh, nice. At least Lillie top deck, so that's at least something. What about Ultra Ball? Into the... Another Shinx? It's not that I need to attack this turn. I can just retreat anyways and pass the turn, keeping my Luxray available for maybe next turn. Maybe I can still come back somehow. won't be an easy task, but it's definitely possible. So he played Cynthia. The only card that my opponent needs is just the energy card, but there's like 10 energies in play and 3 in his discard pile. That's like 13 energy cards. It's a lot of energies. Really it is. And I'm just wondering how many energies did he play in the total. So there's another Naganandel charge up. If I can buy maybe at least one turn for setup, then I can be in a very comfortable position. Because once I knock that Tapu Lele out, and once I manage to knock those Naganandels out, that's gonna be over for my opponent. So Guzma discarded as long as a Tapu Lele for another Naganandel. Mizo! Also, Merry Christmas to you as well. So there's another charge up, and there's a lot of energies in play. Well, luckily somehow I managed to survive, which is a very important thing. Alright, so I have Marshadow. First thing I'm gonna play will be a Marshadow. Memory Energy Choice Band. I also have Tapu Lele, and the question remains, should I go with my Guzma or rather with the Lillie? I think I'm gonna go with the Lillie for now. And I'm ready for one disconnect. Okay. Ready for one disconnect. Ready for one item lock. My turn. Alright, so managed to buy some time. Very important. Alright, so if I can find Stadium, that would be amazing. There it is. There we go, Stadium. That was a very important play. Right now I can hit for 150 and knock one of those Naganandels from play. Paying only 1 energy as a attack cost, so that's insane. And I'm gonna knock that Naganandel out with the full HP. Just because I'm playing a couple Electropowers and I can swing this one for one-hit knockout with my Electropower disconnect play. The only problem right now is that if I play my Counter Energy, I won't be able to use the full potential of it. And on the other side, there's the energy switch, so still with discarding 3 energies from Turtonator, my opponent can't target for the one-hit knock on my Luxray, which is a big deal. Literally. And there's another charge up, and I'm not sure if he have energy available in his hand. But the good thing is that Thunder Mountain still keeps staying in play. Nope, Explosive Jet, so that won't be even enough for the knockout. So again, I'm gonna survive having only like 30 HP left. What the heck? How? What? Discard any amount of fire energies. Oh, from your Pokemon. It does not need to be from the Turtonator. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, that actually surprised me well. Oh boy. Okay, that surprised me very, very nice. Oh my goodness. Okay, so gonna just pass my turn literally. I thought you need to discard energies from Turtonator. I just didn't watch it. So I paid a huge cost right now. So TGX Productions, I don't think I can play against you because maybe I can, but you need to send a friend request, but I already have I think 200 friends from 200 available that you can have. Whew. That Turtonator play. Okay, right now I can start to use my counter energies. And I have like 3 more remaining, so I didn't recycle my Tapu Lele back. That's a bad thing. That's a literally bad thing, but doesn't matter. I have my Luxray available. And I think I should just swing with my Volt Bolt. This Turtonator in the active position. The reason why I let my opponent to take the knockout versus my Luxray is simply because if I didn't let him to do that, my counter energy next turn wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't be able to use it. So this is literally the only thing I can do right now, right? And it's even questionable if he wants to knock me out, you know. Will he just decide to take a prize card with Blacephalon, Burst GX? If he decides to do that, that's probably going to be the worst thing he can do. But we're going to find that out, you know. He definitely needs to go for the knockout. But in both cases, even if he don't want to go with the knockout, I'm still good because I have that counter energy available in my hand and Electropower to one-hit knockout this Blacephalon with my Luxray. So whatever it turns up, I think I have answer to the problem. But oh boy, that Turtonator shocks me a lot. And Bursting Burn. Okay, so he decided to burn me and poison me, and still he can use that GX. Okay, but right now he can't swing for 160 with Turning Point, which is a good thing. And another counter energy is a top deck, and I have Electropower, and I can swing for 180 with my Volt Bolt on his Blacephalon. And I can take 2 prize cards. So there's a Lillie and Oranguru. All right. And all he really needs right now is, first things first, Guzma for the Shinx. But okay, I'm down to 1 prize card. I just need 2 turns of manually attaching my energy cards from the hand, and then I can just, you know, win the game. Or maybe disconnect. And 2 Electropowers. I still have 2 Electropowers left, so theoretically maybe I can do that. But I'm gonna need a lot of cards. Well, I have 14 cards remaining, so everything is still possible, you know. Some sort of, I should say, Ultra Ball top deck would be perfect. But all 4 Ultra Balls are are already in my Discord pile, so I don't know. If he can swing next turn with the Turtonator, then the game is over because he has way too many energies available. Okay, there's even energy recycle system, so what even worse can be? This... Oh, escape rope. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Oh, no way. He played escape rope. Yeah, I can let him take a win. Anyways, he probably have energy switch in his hand. Maybe he don't, but it doesn't matter. He can take only one prize card anyways. Okay. Oh, Electropower top deck. Oranguru. Instruct for 1. Cynthia. It's not a Guzma. Well, memory energy is here, at least. What about... What about that Rescue Stretcher play? So I'm basically playing my Nazball to see what do I have left. I have Lighting Energy and Volkner, so theoretically, if he misses energy attachment, which is very unlikely for this turn because he played an energy recycle system, I'm probably gonna win the game because I have Tapu Lele for my Volkner play. So everything is still possible, and there's a sights here, so yeah, he's discarding his entire hand in order to take five cards and get that energy card, so the game unfortunately right now is over. Oh, he discarded only 3 of them, and if he missed energy, which he probably did, and I'm kind of surprised, no he didn't. Okay, so that's gonna be a swing for like 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for 600. Oh my goodness, minus 3570. Yeah, that was a good, quick calculation. Alright, 570 as expected. 12 energies required for that attack. Alright, so overall, not that bad. Definitely. Could be worse, could be better in some situations, you know. But overall, from my point of view, this deck has a lot of potential. It needs to be improved even more. I think it can be even squeezed much more from this build. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's live stream. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, so make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more videos, let me know in the comments below what you think about it. If you get later to the live stream, probably in around maybe 30 minutes or so, there will be a restream for the entire video. Thanks everyone who participated in today's live stream. Thanks everyone for subscribing to the channel. Wish you Merry Christmas to all of you, wherever you're located. Thanks for the donations and the tips. I really appreciate that. We'll see you next time. So yeah, have a nice day or have a nice night, depending on where you're located. And we'll see you next time.